SteamWorld Dig review. Another home run, or should have they started with this one? SteamWorld Dig is for the Nintendo Switch, released February 1st, 2018 for $9.99. This is my short review, and my review copy was provided by Image and Form. So it has finally come for the last game in the SteamWorld Dig trilogy to come to the Switch. I was very excited to finally see it come to the Switch, but was it really a good idea to bring it so late? Obviously, now that all three are out, brand new players will be able to experience a trilogy from beginning to end. But what about people who play the trilogy out of order? I have to say first that I love this series. No matter what I say, it comes from a place that genuinely loves this series. My biggest issue is many players are going into this game already beaten SteamWorld Dig 2 if they just started this series on Switch. SteamWorld Dig 2 fixed many of the problems I had with the original. The first game is very short, no easy teleportation, and the game is pretty easy when compared to its sequel. Heist is a whole different animal, so hopefully we get a true SteamWorld Dig 3 to fill in some of the missing information. When compared to the sequel, it is night and day, but SteamWorld Dig offers a humble game with so much potential that is fully realized in the sequel. You must play this game first. Really do yourself the favor and start from the beginning. The Switch is by far the best way of playing on the go to enjoy the full trilogy. But given the 3DS just got SteamWorld Dig 2 in 60 frames per second in 3D, it might be best on the 3DS for the full trilogy. I'm not going to be reviewing it, but I'm sure SteamWorld Dig 2 on 3DS will be the most ideal way to play on the go. I'm really excited to recommend this game for anyone looking at it, since the entire trilogy is well worth your time. Hopefully we get a trilogy physical copy, or at least an amiibo. Thank you so much to Image and Form for supporting my reviews by supplying review copies to someone with such a small fan base. Rusty finds out that his uncle has passed away in the mines, and he acquires his deed. Moving to Tumbleton to find out what has happened, he ventures into the mine to retrieve his uncle's pickaxe. He slowly digs deeper down to find that the world below isn't what it seems. Rusty takes charge to unravel the dark secrets in the mines, but finds out more than he wanted. The story of SteamWorld Dig is a pretty dark story once you find out what has happened. It is surprising that such a cheerful-looking game could have such a twisted ending. I don't want to spoil anything, so I will leave it at that. But if you have played SteamWorld Dig 2, you already know how dark this game can become. It is a Metroidvania style of game with a robot western theme. It is pretty straightforward. You will journey into the mines with just a pickaxe. As you dig, you will uncover some blocks or areas you can't get to. As you find treasure and bring it to the surface, you will earn gold and new items as you level up. Once you reach a certain level, you will unlock new gear, which will allow you to explore new areas. When you get to a certain mines, there will be an upgrade item such as dashing, drill, or double jump. There are enemies everywhere, but the main goal is to farm jewels and take them back to the surface. There is only one boss, and it is the final boss. So don't expect to run into anything big until the very end. Most of the enemies are pretty standard that will require anywhere between 3 to 10 hits depending on your upgrades, or the items you have acquired on your adventure. This game has been on my 3DS since 2013, and I haven't played it since last year when I got a Vita. It was a little after they showed off SteamWorld Dig 2 that I decided to venture into the mines again. SteamWorld Dig 1 on the Switch is a blessing and a curse. It is a blessing to finally have all the SteamWorld games on the Switch, but a curse because it was just a straight port of the original. I loved this game back in the day and even last year, but the introduction of SteamWorld Dig 2, it was hard to look at this game and not see the minor issues. I can see past them, just because it was the first game in the series and things got ironed out in the sequel. I do wish they updated it slightly to include a fast travel to any of the mines instead of buying your own teleporter, or just having a free teleporter next to these mines. While playing the Switch version, I died, and I noticed that I was actually stuck. I had to go all the way around, not because I wanted to, but because it was faster that way. After that, I started buying a teleporter every time I went back to the surface. I must have purchased at least 10 by the end of the game, just so I could breeze through it. Final thoughts. No doubt about it, go pick up this game. It is the beginning of a trilogy and starting point of an amazing series. It may have aged a bit poorly in some areas. It is still an easy game to pick up and love. SteamWorld Dig is such an amazing game, but put up against SteamWorld Dig 2, the changes were important to the series, mainly because the game got much bigger. SteamWorld Dig 1 is a short game at around 3 hours if you're quick on your feet, or around 5 hours if you have never played it before. This is still one of my favorite games that is a must play, even though it is 5 years old now. Anyone that enjoys Metroid will love this series, and it is a great starting point for any children since it may remind them of another certain digging game. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it's another video review. This is the first one, so give me some feedback, tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and as always, tell me how the review was, did you pick it up, and I'll see you in the next one.